Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for stopping by. My name is Josh Lilquist, and we are happy to have you with us today. Al Connickson on the show here today. Al, did you know that is episode 683 on the podcast today?
Wow.
That's not a milestone, but we're getting it close to 700. We might have to have a party at 700.
Some big numbers, right?
Yeah, we've been doing the show a long time, and a lot of listeners complimenting, especially at some of the home shows we've been going to. Right. It's nice seeing a lot of our listeners at those home shows. But let's talk about the stock market today. How's that sound?
That sounds like a great idea.
And are you doing good today?
Today, I'm feeling fantastic.
Every day?
Well, not there are maybe one or 2 days a year where I can't say fantastic, but I try.
That's a pretty good
today
percentage.
is one of the good ones.
That's good to hear. Online Trading Academy, the sponsor of the show, teaching people just like you for over 25 years how to trade and invest with the stock market. Also, 401k, IRA management. If you're looking to protect and grow those retirement accounts, Online Trading Academy also teaches skills and techniques on how to do that. And that's the great thing about the stock market is if you have that desire to do something better, all you have to do is learn. There's 2 steps to that. You have learning the knowledge and then building that skill.
Right.
And that's a lot of things I want to talk about here today on Investing and Trading Live is how to transfer that knowledge into skill and make smart investing decisions. And Al, we had a great week in the market. Obviously, we had jobless claims on Thursday.
Thursday, a number of economic numbers came out on Thursday.
Tesla with earnings.
That surprised a few people.
Yeah, I mean it gapped up right into a supply zone. I think it gapped up $14 or $15.
Correct.
And we know what happened out of that supply zone. But what's your take on the market with some of this? It's earnings season again. Some of the news. Are they going to continue to raise interest rates? What's your take on all that?
Well, yeah, there are a number of things going on, and those things all seem to filter down into somebody's opinion on what should happen. And most of the time, when you rely on your opinion, you're going to be disappointed. But, we had on Thursday of this last week, we had a number of things. Jobless claims, they were down. There were 186,000 jobless claims. I think the estimation was for 205,000. And people might be saying, well, fewer people are claiming jobless claims. That's a good thing, right? Well, this is where one of those good news, bad news things comes into play, because now it shows that the Fed might have to be, continue with their their hawkish moves here, and their goal is to, kind of control employment, actually increase unemployment, and then reduce demand in the economy, and that's what they're fighting to do. And they may have a way to go here, but I think what happened on that last Thursday when the numbers came out, the GDP number came out at 2.9% versus an estimation of 2.8%. People saw that number and thought, oh, this is a good thing. Consumer spending was still up. Personal consumption expenditure, which is what the Fed really looks at, that was up 3.2%. So initially on that day, on Thursday, we saw the market just kind of out of the gates, just kind of rocket up. And then when I'm going to call them the big boys, kind of looked at what was happening, they brought the market back down a little bit. So here's the bottom line is we're going to be seeing this for some time, this kind of volatility. And you can say, well, I think the market's going to be up at the end of the year. I think the market's going to be down the end of the year, and you can make your decisions based on year-end numbers. But nobody knows for sure. There's too many things that can happen between now and the end of the year. But the only thing you really can do, and a lot of the professionals out there, the big analysts, are saying that this is a time when you need to change the way you're investing. Instead of being that more passive kind of an index investor, you have to be more active. And there are going to be a lot of opportunities, short-term opportunities that you can take advantage of. The people that are doing that buy and hold strategy are probably going to be disappointed as they were in 2022. Yeah. That was a bad year for that buy and hold type of an investment. But that's what most people are in, Josh.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of people that are coming to the academy. They've had struggles the past year, and they're like, you know what? It's time to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, well, what's happened before, prior to 2022, the Fed was like the cowboy on the white horse that came into to save us. If there was any kind of a blip in things in the market or in the economy, the Fed would come in. They'd either lower interest rates or pump more money into the economy. That's not going to happen. They're doing the exact opposite of that right now. In fact, the Fed waited too long to start to try to control things. That's why they're having such a problem doing it. So bottom line, the opportunities are going to be fantastic. They're going to be up and down, but the long-term holding people, the people are just relying on their portfolios just to keep going up and the Fed to be there, are going to be disappointed. But you don't have to do that. You can do the same thing that the institutions are doing. And by the way, they don't care what's happening in the market or in the economy, I should say, because they know how to function in up markets, down markets, sideways markets, and they know how to protect their assets. Those are really critical things to make part of your investment strategy.
Just to make sure, you said protect your assets, right?
Assets. I said protect your assets.
Yeah,
ETS,
that's the great thing about what we do here at Online Trading Academy is first teach and build the skills, as I kicked off the show, of how to protect what you have. Because if you can't protect it, you can't grow it. And if you're in that, as Al was talking about, in that buy and hope strategy, which is buy and hold, it may not be good moving forward. I mean, I think a couple of weeks ago you were talking about, some people are talking about a potential 5 to 10 year flat market.
Correct.
And if you're nearing retirement, you can't afford to have zero growth just by holding. But actually, you're paying fees within that time as well.
Right.
So that's the great thing. You teach a lot of those investing classes here at Online Trading Academy to introduce a lot of these techniques and concepts we're going to continue discussing here on the show today. Protecting your portfolios, understanding the knowledge first, and then building the skills. I mean, you talk about how the market works in these classes, how it functions, the different assets, stocks, options, futures, forex, why you would trade certain ones if you're looking for an income strategy, why you're looking for, maybe you're looking for a wealth strategy or a retirement strategy. There's different ways you might trade and invest, but you have to start with the knowledge. That's these free classes. Right. And then we just help you build that skill. So I want to invite people to this investing class local at our academies here. We have academies all across the world. If you're listening to the show right now, we have a class near you. So I'm going to give a text number to text in. And if you're driving, you might want to pull over. So when you text in right now, you're going to receive 2 seats for this class. Also, a financial quick start kit, which will help you get started right away. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now. That's text investing to the number 210-210. And that's for 2 seats for our investing class to get started on that financial trajectory that you're looking for. If you're looking, it's still January. We'll still call it the New Year's resolutions for people that are still looking to do that. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 seats. Al, coming up next, let's talk about some of those income strategies, how to transfer that knowledge into skill to make smart investing decisions. So stay tuned. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.